So what's the number one thing in the detailing world that will make or break your ability as the detailer to get good results with the car you're working on? That's what we're talking about in this video. Listen, in the detailing world, you and I are inundated with endless products and tools that in theory are supposed to allow us to get perfect results or better results than we're getting right now in our detailing business with the cars that we're working on. But as we move into 2022, I wanted to give you guys the number one variable that after 10 years of detailing is the most important thing that actually allows me to get good results or not. And it's not a product, it's not a tool, it's actually something I have no control over. Yes, it is whether or not the car is garage kept. Listen guys, if you're running your detailing business and you don't have a really organized list of questions that you run through with the customer on the phone or potential customer before you actually give a quote or anything like that, you need to make sure that that's something you have. But those questions also should be ordered in order of importance. I'm not gonna ask my client as the number one question whether or not there's stains on the back seat or their kids eat in the car. I'm more concerned about some high level stuff first. And after 10 years of detailing, going through products, going through tools, going through basically every trial, error, experiment that you could, not only with chemicals and tools, but also in communication with people, I can tell you guys that absolutely there are just a couple things that affect the vehicle's condition long-term more than anything else. And that number one thing, like I said, is whether or not the car is garage kept. And because of that, that question ought to sit at the top of the list in terms of the questions you ask a customer to get an idea of the condition of the vehicle. The fact of it is, from rain to snow to the sunshine to cold weather, warm weather, a changing of seasons, birds, pollen, bugs, if a car is not garage kept over time, that paint, the exterior glass, the exterior trim, it fades, it degrades, it gets dirty to a point of no return. And this is one of those things that I wish I would have had a better understanding of when I was beginning in my detailing business, because when you're beginning, you encounter every car the same. I'm gonna try to make this perfect. And you spend 8 hours trying to make something perfect, not understanding the nature of the beast, and therefore not able to communicate to the customer before you ever got to the detail about what they should expect and not expect. Now, in addition to it being garage kept or not garage kept, what is the second thing that is one of those high level things that affects the condition so severely that it will actually determine the results I'm going to be able to get with any given vehicle? That second thing is whether or not kids eat or drink in the car. I cannot tell you how many times I have heard a customer get a new car and say, listen, no kids are eating in this car, no kids are drinking in this car, the only thing we can have in this car is water or something that can't stain. And guess what happens 4 years later? The car is absolutely trashed, there's stains everywhere, and they're throwing granola bars to the back seat while they're driving on a 4-hour road trip. It's the natural thing to do, but it's also something that is going to trash the car long term no matter how many times the detailer touches it. At the end of the day, that's one of those variables that's outside of you or my control, and it is going to affect the car at such a high level, we have to take into account how that affects my ability to get the end result I'm looking for. Now, in addition to those top two metrics that affect my ability to get certain end results over the lifetime of the vehicle, the third metric that is completely outside of you or my control is the color of the interior, or the overwhelming part of the interior, and the color of the exterior. If we are dealing with a car that is not garage kept, that has kids eating and drinking, that is light colored inside and dark colored outside, you are dealing with a vehicle that once again you have limitations with over the lifetime of the vehicle, no matter how much you maintain it. I am the first guy to espouse maintenance clients. I started building a maintenance client list literally 8 years ago, and within 2 years of doing that, over 90% of my clientele was just maintenance vehicles. So I have years of being able to look at vehicles from maintaining them from the beginning to the end. And what I can tell you is, if I lined up maintenance client next to maintenance client next to maintenance client, the determining factor between a car that's owned for 5 to 10 years that ends up looking incredible and that ends up looking kind of degraded are the three things I just mentioned. Is it garage kept? Do people eat and drink inside? And what color's the outside, what color's the inside. At the end of the day, guys, this is your responsibility in the detailing world in your business, because this stuff has nothing to do with detailing and everything to do with communication. Listen, like I said in the beginning, if you are a professional detailer and you're looking for just the top 10 tools and products that I use in my detailing business that really are just staples and they never go out of style, check out the YouTube description box below. You can click that link, enter your email, we'll send it straight there. It is a top 10 list and nothing more, nothing fancy, nothing too crazy, but it's very, very helpful because again, it's just types of tools and products that really never go out of style and kind of serve as the foundation of any detailing business need. Now, if you have made it to the end of the video, go ahead and comment below on the worst detail that you've ever seen. You can give as much detail or as little detail as you like, but I would love to know what's the worst detail you've ever seen and how much did you charge for it? And I think other people would love to see that as well. Listen, guys, thank you so much for being involved. If you are not yet subscribed to the Wilson Auto Detailing community, but you love detailing business content, make sure to hit the subscribe button. And as always, from Luke here at Wilson Auto Detailing, keep working hard, and I will see you guys in the next video.